Now we're picking up back with the Toki Marui LCP. This being the LCP2, I think it was. So we'd fitted the hadron upper, but you know, we didn't have great deals of power. So we got some 0.3s in the LCP. We're looking at 0.4 joules, 0.4 joules, 0.4 again. You know, we're consistent, but yeah, highest reading 0.42 joules. So, which, you know, it's a non-blowback pistol. It's a very small pistol as well, with a very small barrel. Now I'm hoping we can get a little bit more than that. And finding barrels for these little guns, not the easiest, but I did find a barrel for it. So we're going to get that fitted today. I'm not 100% sure on how this comes out of the pistol, so we're going to find out together. So we just take this apart here. I imagine it's clipped in somehow in either end. So we unclip the front there. Does that enable it to move forward or back? So it's slotted in on that side. Perhaps we can't push it back. Can we push it forward? No. So how does this come out? So it's got a clip there on the front, which I've removed. And I imagine it's clipped in on the front here somewhere. So maybe we need to remove that tiny little grub screw, and then that will let this pop straight out at the top of the LCP. Sorry if that was out of frame there. So we're going to need a really small Allen key, which I did have a bag of them somewhere. So let's get something to get that little grub screw out, and then we'll get a little bit further with the LCP. Scratch that, we don't need it. So I actually thought this little bit of rubber here was part of the hot rubber, but it's not. It's a little O-ring that sits in the groove in the barrel, which holds it in place. So we can push that forward, and then this enables the barrel to come out the back of that little bracket there. So I thought we might need a tool to get that out, but we don't. So we can slide this out here. Can we? So I think what we actually need to do, because the barrel is grooved on the top, perhaps we just need to pull the hot rubber off. It's been a long time since I worked on my 380 bodyguard, so bear with me on this. I imagine that's grooved to fit there, so we pull that O-ring off, we pull the hot rubber off, and that enables us to pull the barrel out. Very, very small barrel, and what I found to replace it, so we're going tighter on the bore with a 601, and this is a barrel from PDI, but it's 89mm in length. So let's get this out here. It's a stainless steel barrel, and you'll be able to see just how much longer this is. So I'm hoping the extra length and the extra the tightness of diameter, you see there, it's quite considerably longer. We can get a little bit more juice out of this thing. So I'm gonna slide this in from the front here. I'm gonna put this, slide this O-ring on. Sorry if I'm doing this out of frame, I don't want it to sit in those grooves. Which is very difficult when you've got to hold the barrel in place. Am I going to be able to do this here? O-ring, come on, play ball. So if you're interested in one of these barrels for your LCP or your non-blowback Marui, I just did searching online and then found the X-Fire website. Now I don't know if X-Fire are anything to do with PDI, where they're just a stockist, Doesn't say X-Fire on the packaging. So I went on there and they had a bunch of barrels for all kinds of, you know, sort of very niche Marui models, including all the shotguns and such. So we can push this in here. Looks like it's getting stuck. I'm trying to take care as to not break anything. It's getting stuck on the bracket somewhere. Goes so far in and then it stops. So yeah, I went on X-Fire's website and they had it in stock. They had different bore diameters and they had different lengths. Just try not to break the pistol here. So we push that back like that. We take the hot rubber. I presume this is how it's fitted. I really don't know. Perhaps you are meant to take that bracket off, but this is the way we're going to go with it. So I've never changed the barrel on an LCP before. So there we go, hot rubbers fitted onto there. We need to pull the barrel back through. If it wants to, it is getting stuck on something. I'm not quite sure as to what. There we go, it's going forward. Just trying very hard not to break it because I imagine getting that part as a spare would be an absolute nightmare. So I'm going to continue to try and slide this forward, which it doesn't want to do. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to slide this forward. Hopefully it doesn't snap off. Push the O-ring back into place. Like that. Just using some ceramic tweezers here. You don't specifically need ceramic tweezers, it's literally just what I've got to hand. So that can go on there. We have the barrel clip that stops it going too far forward. And there we have our fitted PDI barrel. So we can take our hot part from the Hadrian kit. Not 100% sure. Where was this fitted? Was it all the way to the front there? I believe it was. Take our trigger bar, put that back on. And then we can slide our upper back on. Now I'm going to take the adjustment out of the grub screw. Apologies if I'm fumbling a lot of this. This is new to me. I'm hoping we got that all fitted okay. Slide the upper back on like that. There we go. Take our screw, put that back in the front. It's the same size Allen key fitting on the screw as it is on the hop adjuster. Just wind that out a bit just so we're not getting different hop setting results. And there we go. I'm going to top this up with gas just so it's a fair test. They really don't take much gas, these mags. I'm going to take some 0.3s, same weight that we used in the first chrono test, and see if we've got, I swear, if it's like 0.05 of a joule, it might not be worth it. Although the barrel might give us better results in terms of accuracy because we've got a tighter bore, longer barrel. So before you watch this part of the video, put down in the comments below what you think the increase in FPS is going to be, if there is any such increase. The 89mm, they do barrels in the same size as this. They do them slightly longer, and then they do one that's even longer than this, like 100 and something mil, which if you're hiding it in a suppressor is absolutely fine. I don't want to do that because I want to chrono it. So there we are, set to 0.3s again. 0.44. 0.45. I called it, didn't I? 0.47. 0.47. 0.469. Let's see if we change anything by placing a tiny bit of hop on. 0.5 joules. 0.5 joules, so adding a little bit of hop on helps. 0.5, very consistent. So yeah, it's not going to give you much in terms of power, but like I say, I think this is like 60 something mil. We've only gone to an 89mm. The next upgrade you probably want to do is, although we've got a longer barrel, we've got slightly tighter diameter, which should help in performance, especially with the Hadron TDC. The next step, I think, to be getting more power with this thing, although it's not built for it, would be a way for it to hit the valve harder. Now that would be a hammer spring. I'm not sure if companies do hammer springs for this pistol, but that would be my next bet as to get a little bit more juice out of this thing. We've gone from 0.4 to 0.5 joules. The sound hasn't really changed much. I've been messing around with the printer, just seeing, again, this isn't a functional suppressor by any means, but I was just getting an idea of the size that I want to go for a suppressor, and I think something like that might work really well. Obviously it's got nothing in it, but if we can just dull the noise down a little bit, I don't know, let me know what you think. But other than that, we could go to anything that's got a 14mm counterclockwise thread. We've got on here Sniper Mechanics hex suppressors, for instance. I mean, this is a really long one. You probably wouldn't run it like this at all. I reckon you'd get clipping on the end, but it is deadly quiet. So yeah, got the gun, I've got the TDC, I've got the tighter bore, longer inner barrel. So I think next I need a bunch of mags, and I need a way to sort of carry this thing. We're going to have to run something on the end now because the barrel's obviously sticking out, and I mean, putting flash highs and stuff on it might make it look really stupid. But that's the choice that you've got with the Hadron upper. So it's not going to give you loads of power. It's going to give you a little bit of a bump. Go into the longer, even longer barrel will probably give you even more. It would be nice to sort of endeavour to get this up to a joule or just under. So that's what we're going to try and do. Thank you for tuning into this second video on the LCP, or third video. I can't remember which video we're on now. And as always, thanks for the support. Thanks for tuning in. And from me and Bench, we'll see you in the next video. So I ended the video and I was just messing about. I put a few extra BBs in the mag just to have a play around with this gun, as we all do. And I just picked the chrono up, and yeah, the highest reading I had was 0.62 joules. And we're back down again. I think what it is, you know, 0.565. I imagine what it is it's the hammer spring overcoming the pressure, because obviously I run propane in all my gas guns, I don't run green gas, never will ever again. But I think what's happening is as the pressure in the mag is decreasing, the hammer is able to hit the valve or depress the valve that extra little bit, and we're getting an extra bump in power because it's not having to fight against. It's not light striking, you know, a bit like light striking, I suppose. So still on 0.3s, we're at 0.57 joules, 0.58, 0.57, 0.58, 0.58, 0.56, 0.57, 0.59. So I think this is where the pressure's dropping in the mag. Out of BB, of course. It's a very short capacity mag. I know I'm doing another bit at the end of the video, and that's never always my intention. And I always say, if you stop for the bit at the end, put a comment down below just saying I stopped till the end, just so I can see if it's actually worth just still keeping the camera recording as I wrap up a video. So I think, you know, hammer spring mod, say 0.6, 0.6 joules, 0.61, 0.61, 0.59, 59, 59. You know, I'm absolutely astounded at how consistent this thing is. You know, a lot of the times it's like to 0.002 or 3 of a joule. So I think we need a hammer mod, but we've gone from 0.4 up to 0.6 joules. It might go a little bit higher on green gas or something that's not quite as powerful as raw propane, but yeah, I'm going now. See you in the next one.